What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey back up with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Chills. We're about to watch one of his newest videos of the 15 scary videos only for the truly courageous. So if you're feeling like the courageous, or how they say it, the courageous lion, and you guys can watch these without getting scared and filling up your extra pants, then you guys are in the right place. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants. It's spooky time. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe right now by hitting that wiper icon down the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so much for the love and support that you guys do show on my channel. I'm truly blessed, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. But show that appreciation also to Chills. Give him some love. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And with that being said, let's get into the Chills.
Number 15.
Number
A
15.
YouTuber named Snakebit McGee makes a vlog in which he talks about 2 scary discoveries he made while exploring the desert.
And there's a hole here that just goes way down. I'll show you that. And then it gets kind of scary. I'm looking for a cave, and something about that cave just spooked me out of all the caves I've ever gone in.
So
He
why are
just
you gonna
found
go
an
in the cave?
abandoned mine, but what he really wants to find is an M-shaped cave that scared him before. His subscribers are interested and tell him he needs to go back and find the cave to make another video and maybe go exploring the abandoned mine too while he's at it. He agrees and goes out a second time to find the cave, but sadly never returns. His body is never found and nobody knows what happened to him. Watching this video while knowing
So then who got the tape?
he's still missing makes this even more eerie, especially this part.
I'll just show you down inside that hole. It goes way, way, way down in there. Let me see if I can. Gonna go in it.
Oh, it's not as
pretty
deep as I
far.
thought.
It's
And then watch, you see like a gigantic spider coming out of here, like 8-legged freaks.
scary to think that he's joking about something that might have seriously happened to him much later upon his second return. To this day, nobody knows what happened to him. Number 14.
I still want to know, how did the video evidence get put on the computer?
This video, titled The Cave of Screaming Terror, sounds
Okay.
a bit dramatic until you get about midway through. Donnell Buckley is exploring the sea cave along the coast of Ireland by himself when suddenly the water becomes higher and
Oh.
Donnell hears this strange sound behind him.
Could be a bird, but again, I would not be in there.
A series of shrill, high-pitched screams coming from somewhere deep within the cave makes Donald decide to leave the vicinity.
Got a
He
good
never
idea.
gives proper explanation, and I think it definitely creeped him out. If you can identify what kind of creature this is, then please do so. It almost sounds like
Couldn't tell
some
ya.
kind of exotic bird, but it also somewhat resembles some of the more convincing rake videos that I've seen before.
Yeah, I'm good.
Number 13.
I'll pass.
This ghost hunter is wandering down the hallway of an abandoned building when he sees this.
مين انت؟ انت مين؟
Okay, let's just leave that alone.
Published by
Does it-
Hassan Barbar in June of 2021. Something is sitting behind that door at the edge of the hallway, and I'm pretty sure it's a djinn. The door bursts open to reveal that it is indeed one of the cloaked creatures of myth.
انت
Nah.
مين؟
Nope.
Although the djinn does not move,
I'm not going to touch that.
the door keeps slamming shut and bouncing open again.
It's moving.
This goes on for a long while, and finally the jinn makes a move.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah. Bismillah.
He disappears behind the shut door. Hassan approaches, and when he slams the door open and enters the room, he finds the jinn has vanished. As he looks
Okay.
for him, it seems like he is pushed from behind.
Bismillah.
That sounds like broken tile. Well, there's a broken toilet.
Then in another room, objects are being smashed.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. اخوان مش عارف شو البكي قاعد بيصير صراحة.
This ghost has no care
Will Hassan find the jinn again before
for fine china.
it's too late?
He's breaking everything
في شو وراي يا اخوان.
and slamming doors.
Number 12. Twins and paranormal investigators Kim and Roxy
Twinning.
from a channel called Twin Travel 03 go ghost hunting at the Stanley Hotel in
It's the Shanley Hotel, thank you.
Napanoke, New York. Their ghost hunting app seems to constantly activate when held over one of the creepy dolls.
Nope.
The other two dolls, although creepy, don't seem to set it off at all.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. This little lady.
Oh yeah, she on it.
Kim and Roxy also get a strange paranormal readout in a closet that even one of the employees finds strange enough to comment on.
An old-time phone. There is no phone, but we still hear it ring.
What?
And you get a K2 pin, aren't you?
Yeah, I just did.
Huh.
And when they tell the ghost to take a step back, it seems to obey their commands.
Back away so it goes down to single green. Thank you.
Okay.
But the creepiness is only just beginning.
Can you move the ball, please?
Oh, we got her chills.
Come on, move it.
Can you move the ball, please?
It's moving. Thank you.
If you are not a believer of the paranormal, then tell me how this can happen with a kid's toy that is filled with nothing more than air.
Again, please.
Oh my.
Number 11.
Hi.
According to local legend, a woman's body was found in this cave, and YouTuber Ricky Velasquez is digging deep to find her spirit. The front entrance has been covered up.
Algunas, no sé cómo llamarlo.
But there's a secret passage, and Ricky finds it.
Oh. Ricky, I'm telling you. Be careful,
Inside,
Ricky.
He discovers a person's belongings, including what looks like a bed. Down one dark passage, sparkling lights are captured.
I'd say it might be that one YouTube channel I like watching, Camping with Steve.
Ánima o demonio que habita este lugar, yo te evoco.
What the hell is in there?
Pero si hay algo que pueda hacer por ti, me lo puedes hacer saber. Tu nombre.
At first, I thought it was a paranormal device, but later you see it's the distant city lights.
Oh, okay. So it's the town out there.
Beyond the
Okay.
ambient traffic noise,
Whew.
you can hear an echoing voice sob from afar. It sounds like it's coming from the belly of the cave.
Es raro. Pero bueno, me gusta este lugar. Tal vez no haya mucha actividad, pero actividad nula. Pero este lugar cargadísimo, 100% recomendado si quieres vivir.
Then, as Ricky is talking, he hears this sound.
Y poder apoyar, poder ayudar. Se imaginen, todos tenemos hermanas, todos tenemos madre, abuela, tías. Que esto no es algo que uno se lo desea a nadie.
Here it is again with the volume enhanced.
away.
In another moment, he hears a voice again.
Please.
Is Ricky in the presence of the woman's spirit? I think so. I feel a certain energy here, even through the screen.
I know. I got
Number
chills.
10. Class is still in session at this abandoned school. Published by Scary and Mysterious Stuff in April of 2022, this ghost hunter set out to explore the school, which is said to be haunted by the ghost of a student who is found lifeless there. After entering the school, he hears the haunting before he sees it. A chair squeals across the ground as it's being dragged by something unseen.
Oh, that noise is...
When the chair slows to a stop, he hears another noise. Going to investigate, he finds a swing set in action. Though no one is in the seats, same goes for a second swing set nearby. As he continues around the playground, he hears another noise. He races back to the school and peers
Is there any wind?
inside the broken screens of the classroom windows.
Oh, we go
That's
see
when
something.
He sees this upon entering the room.
How old is the school? Look how much dust is on there. You can't tell me kids are going in here recently.
This upsetting sight scares him enough to leave this place, unlike the ghosts of past students, who it appears have never left. Number 9. This school is said to be haunted by the Sir, and YouTube channel Om Vlogs is here for it. Upon first entering the dilapidated building, something disturbs them.
इसके अंदर और एक जगह
कोई ना कोई बंदा था यहाँ की तरफ से गया हमने देखते
Later, they see what appears to be a sheet flowing between brick pillars in the darkness.
A sheet? It says there's somebody over there like playing a prank on him.
After getting closer to investigate, they grow even more disturbed as what looks like a face seems to float upward and out of sight.
अजीब सा लग रहा है ये ऊपर कहाँ चढ़ रहा है
He says he's gonna run at it.
ये अजीब है मुंबई
As they're contemplating what the figure was, a crashing sound resounds beside them.
ये जो चीज है ना फेस सा था वो डरावना सा so bring this goes to this so क्या है so को समझ नहीं आ रहा चल के देखेगा.
They approach the pillar again and are frightened as the face peers around the corner.
कुछ जानवर है क्या ये नहीं यार ये ठीक है
Zoom in, man. I want to see it.
जूम करना है पर देखो लाइट करा मैं तो ये जूम करने में दिक्कत होती है एक हाथ से ये देखो ये अजीब सा लग रहा है यार ये क्या है ये
What the?
Again, they approach the pillar and the face is there.
I'm trying to see it.
Again, they approach
I don't know what that thing
the
is.
pillar and the face is there.
है क्या
Come on, we want to see what's around the pillar. Come on.
भाई तो
It might be too tall, but it's called or a pole.
The demon, or whatever it is, appears to be 7 or 8 feet tall. They approach the pillar again, and this time, it's gone.
आपका हाथ भी यहाँ तक ही पहुँच रहा है यार
Later, they run into the thing again in the darkness.
लग जाती यार अभी तो
ये क्या हो रहा है
यार अभी लग जाती सच में लग जाती है ओए ठीक है
मुंबई ये क्या है
अरे यार उसको एक बार आना
What is it? Is this the Sir? I don't know exactly what the Sir is, but I'm intrigued after seeing this video. From the looks of it, I assume that his ghost is protecting the school from intruders.
I don't know what to
Number
think about that
8.
one.
A South Korean ghost hunter named Tosachi is exploring a haunted house where 7 people met a fateful end, including a husband and wife. The inside is weird and creepy in his words, and give the paranormal investigator goosebumps to explore. He knows that multiple spirits are close, he can sense them, and then one of them gets his attention.
Puedo.
Faint knocking sounds behind him are from a ghost at the window begging to be let in.
Who's up
this
there?
relic is keeping them away. It's a stick with thorns which,
What does it say? That's a relic?
in South Korean culture, is said to keep the spirits from entering and placed above the entrance.
So it's to ward them off.
Every time he tries to go outside and catch a ghost on tape, his motion tracking software keeps freezing, a sign that they are near. The spirits are waiting for him to remove the relic and let them back inside where they belong. He removes the stick and waits. They walk in through the front door.
Probably a bad idea. A lot of commotion.
And he feels a rising horror as one passes through him. But unfortunately, his paranormal equipment continues to shut off just before the ghost sighting is caught on tape. Finally, when he gets it back on, a ghost appears in the dark hallway. There is nothing on the screen to mistake for a person, just total darkness, and yet the ghost hunting equipment identifies a mysterious shadow figure moving past. And when Tosachi returns to the window where he heard knocking noises before, he sees another full-fledged ghost figure in the window. At 19 minutes and 20 seconds, it stands in the hall, apparently glad to be allowed inside again. It climbs up to sit in the window and, at 19 minutes and 29 seconds, appears to wave hello. Scary,
Is it though?
right? Number 7. A YouTube channel called Abandoned Exploring has been putting out exploration videos
Dog
of haunted
statue.
places since 2015. Then one year they mysteriously stopped. This is the last video on their channel. March 17th, 2019 is when Mike and Hudson Flo of Abandoned Exploring go to a collection of abandoned buildings in the woods at night to see if there's anything scary. Steelworkers used to live here because there is an old haunted mill nearby. No one is supposed to go in, but people have sprayed
Between mills and caves, I don't want to go underground.
painted the walls and disrespected the place, probably stirring up a ghost or two in the process. A stuffed dog is on the ground and it looks like somebody got snatched out of their shoe.
Or scared out of their shoe.
It's a fake dog, but that scared out of me.
Yo, that looks weird.
Oh my.
Why is the light or the eyes glowing?
What's up with all these shoes?
In the back, they find ropes that are too low to have been used on an adult.
I mean, I used to use rope like that to try to swing the barn.
Those are nooses.
Weird lights follow them as they wander back into the forest. They look like fireflies, but March is not the right time of year for them.
Man, I'm trying to clear my throat, guys. Not bad. Yeah, no.
These videos are more creepy
Man, this
than
thing looks
scary.
big, bro.
Notice how the last light is red. No towers are out here. Nothing out here has any power.
So what is
A
it?
minute later, they find a second building surrounded by decaying trees as if nothing is able to grow here.
Gotta be a way somewhere. Maybe in the front. Oh, look at this, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going down there.
This could be an uncovered grave, a secret entrance, or just a maintenance tunnel. They decide not to climb down and eventually find another way in.
Good idea.
Inside is a floor lined with chemical vats. He climbs one of them, and inside is a green liquid substance that looks highly toxic, especially
Ugh.
after all these years. Another mysterious light shines down on them with no discernible source, and then they hear something I've never heard in any other ghost hunting video.
It's pretty big that way. It looks a little flooded back there, though. Why? What the f? It's like 10 o'clock. What would be making that noise?
A song
I was gonna say that sounds like a trumpet playing taps. Because there's do 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 do. It sounded like taps.
Song meant for remembering those who have fallen fills the room.
Draw sunlight. It's right over there.
I'm gonna say that don't sound like a French horn.
When they go to see if anything's over there, their camera records a devilish EVP.
Oh, don't step right there, bro.
They split up to search 2 rooms. The spirit seems to be playing games with them.
Okay, there's a room in here.
Go this way. This way. This way.
You heard a.
It's not Mike. Mike's in a different room. Something else was behind Hudson Flo's shoulder. Back outside is another entrance. The room it leads to gives Mike a bad feeling, so he hangs outside. When Hudson goes in, something stops him.
Hold on real quick.
What noise was it?
It's coming from that way, bro. It's coming from that way. I don't know.
Tell me if this is a ghost or the wind. Here it is again.
I mean, I would love to go to these places and like explore, but there's like half the stuff that's on the floor. I wouldn't want to touch it.
It's coming.
And as they hold still, they spot something else watching them.
What the is that, bro? You wanna walk over there? You wanna walk over there?
I don't want to walk over there.
We've been seeing lights this whole time, but here's when they first notice.
Oh my, bro! I see 2 eyes, bro.
I don't see
Bro,
two
I
eyes.
see 2 eyes. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here. Look right there. Look right there. Yeah, you see those 2 eyes?
Sir, can
They
you
run
show
back
us,
to their
please?
car and can still see and hear whatever's following them.
Sit in the car, maybe those surround us. Yeah, I hear them.
Oh, they're right there.
Open it.
I've never been in that much fear.
After a
doesn't
minute,
sound
they
like he's in
realize they
fear.
are still being followed.
There they are. See the eyes? Yeah. Look at those eyes.
I don't know if it's eyes.
Woods right there.
It's been over a year with no new uploads, and people are starting to wonder. Number 6. A Nepali YouTube channel named Anish Gurung TV are not full-time ghost investigators, but they do have some paranormal investigation videos in abandoned places that get pretty creepy. An apparition seems to follow them on one of their urban explorations. This is when they first hear it. I want to say that this is the wind, but it's a calm night and this sounds way too much like a haunting moan. They reach the top and look around, feeling the presence of a ghost near them at all times. There's nowhere else left to explore, so they go back to the bottom and are about to leave when they hear it again twice.
What?
But I've saved the best paranormal evidence for last.
Did
At
you?
4 minutes and 20 seconds, they capture these eyes and a sigh from behind. They didn't hear or see it at the time, but like I said in the beginning, they're not professional ghost investigators and missed some of the scariest things caught on camera. Number 5.
Oh, right.
April and Kevin of a YouTube channel called AK Explorations team up with some of their ghost hunting friends to take on the Florida Grand Opera House, a historic location established in 1884 that is rumored to have acquired quite a few spirits over the past 135 years. April stands behind the scenes and gazes upon a row after row of empty seats. She's busy taking in the sights when she captures this paranormal moment on camera. At 4 minutes and 48 seconds, a shadow figure walks between the red curtains on the other side of the opera. I was thinking that this could have just been the shadow of one of the other people she was with, except for 3 things. First, there's also a passing shadow on her side of the room at 4 minutes and 46 seconds.
Where?
It happens next to her, and exactly 2 seconds before it happens again on the other side of the room. Second, there's a really weird noise before the shadow person appears. She kinda makes a sigh, but there's also like a shrieking noise or something at the same time. Third of all, these orbs appear when she tries to tell Kevin about the experience.
Who's back there? I waited. I saw someone walk back there.
Next, they go to the balcony seats, and a strange feeling overtakes April at 7 minutes and 27 seconds.
Weird up here, guys.
Birded. Faster.
Let's sit here for a minute. Actually,
Oh, whoa. Or is that... Or could that be, what's it called? Spiderweb?
This strange white anomaly appears 2 seconds after she says she doesn't feel normal up here. It does look like a floating hair, but it also kind of looks like a phantom outline walking down the steps.
Floating
the feeling
spiderweb.
grows so strong that she needs to step away and regather her thoughts. She turns around and is sure she's being watched again, and I'm almost sure I see the curtains move right where she believes it to be.
guys, it feels really weird. Why? Right here. Chelsea's doing her office down there.
When AK Explorations aren't exploring fancy operas, they are usually busy investigating much less sophisticated haunts, like this chicken farm in the middle of nowhere. Eyes are on them from afar before they've even stepped foot inside, hopefully those of a wild animal rather than a restless spirit, though probably the latter based on what they soon encounter.
Middle of the night, by ourselves.
April immediately feels watched as they enter the abandoned home. She turns around and her light barely manages to catch more eyes, along with whatever this is.
Sorry, I heard something behind me.
It's a different color than the surrounding green plants, and it looks much closer than anything else, possibly even on the porch with her. She doesn't notice and moves on. Inside, all of the windows are blacked out so that no light gets through. Though I don't know why anyone would choose to do this, and I was hoping you might have a reason for it.
Ghost
In the
hunting!
corner of the living room is a knotted rope surrounded by flies. I don't know what happened here, but I'm glad they didn't check to see what's inside the black garbage bag right next to the rope.
Yeah, just
Next,
leave it alone.
April and Kevin sweep over the house with a black light to see if there are any signs of a struggle. Sure enough, at 10 minutes and 33 seconds, they find a red stain on the bed that is not visible without their equipment.
Ew.
A second similar red stain is found on the mattress at 10 minutes and 42 seconds, so something happened here. A noise interrupts April right as she suspects someone could still be in here.
Do you hear that?
I'll admit that I didn't hear anything at first, but soon a strange hum fills the air. This house has no power, so nothing should be humming at all. You really hear it at 11 minutes and 30 seconds.
Babe, come here. Oh, come here, let's go here.
The noise guides them to one room in particular. Something in their mind tells them not to go any further. A sixth sense warning that danger is near. April reasons that the floor might not be able to support their weight, but I'm pretty sure they felt the presence of whatever this is.
Is this just, you think it's safe to walk on?
It's a noise they do not hear until they watch the video much later. Looking back, all they knew was that it was time to leave. Number 4. Gary Reed Unfrequented World is the name of a YouTube channel that, at first glance, seems chock full of ordinary outdoor vlogs.
Let me guess. He either finds a skinwalker, Yeti, or Bigfoot.
And entertainment. Gary goes on photography and metal detecting excursions, and generally enjoys hiking his large property in the northern Ontario wilderness, often accompanied by his loving family. But something threatens the tranquility of Gary Reed's unfrequented world, a screaming cryptid deep in the woods that can twist trees in its powerful grasp. But more on that in a second. First, let me talk about Gary and why his observations matter more than the average YouTuber. Born in the small Ontario town of Redbridge, Gary Reed has been surrounded by woods his whole life. Aside from a lifetime of first-hand experience exploring the local lands, he also has a degree in environmental science and understands his surroundings on an advanced biological level. So when he says there is something out there that he can't explain, it probably means you or I can't either.
Oh,
His first encounter with it was at the age of 18.
I would say that it does look like there's things that are bigger going through here.
While staying in a cabin on Rabbit Lake, October 19th, 1994. That's when he heard a scream that sounded like a woman, but not quite. He describes a second scream as a wail, crescendoing into a howl, like nothing he's heard before. It ran through the entire camp, screaming from one side to the other. Then it was gone. On April 30th, 2020, he heard it again.
That sucks. Can you hear screaming?
It sounds almost human, but not quite.
Dish, this thing is still going on over here.
Here it is again with the audio turned up. I know foxes can make some weird noises, but this sounds like a person enraged. Camera in hand, he sneaks quietly towards the direction of the screaming to see what he can find. His trained eye detects a strange break in this tree, along with other trees that have been toppled over, all of them facing the same direction, like someone was running fast through the forest.
There's one there.
And next to the strange scene is a braided bunch that looks like something strong twisted it into this shape. Let me know if there is any other way for these branches to fuse together, if not by sheer force. The deeper he goes, the more it looks like something large has stomped through. Oddest of all are these large tracks left by what he suspects is a cryptid that walks upright.
Not mine.
It's clear to me that these are not your average boots.
Like toe prints in here.
I would say, yeah, you can see the toes, big toe. Yeah, I mean, you can see the toes.
Almost see the toes.
At 10 minutes and 25 seconds, he tries to trace an outline of its toes, but I think he's a little off. Here's where they begin, in my opinion. Much bigger. The next day, he measured the results, and it reminds me of a certain cryptid with particularly big feet. I'm sure you know who I mean.
13 feet.
13 and a quarter inches.
Or 13 inches.
I think it's real, but just to throw out a counterpoint,
I would say I'm a size 12, so it's possible to be human.
I will say that rain from the day before could have eroded the snow and could have made an otherwise normal footstep seem much larger. Now let's switch over to some trail cams set up by Gary. This evidence, taken exactly a month earlier on March 3rd, is the most compelling of all.
It's a bunny! Bunny's like, I'm out.
On March 7th, 4 days later, he and his neighbor hear another scream so shrill, it sounds like it belongs to a child. He hurries out the door and finds himself alone and vulnerable in the pitch black night.
I gotta turn the dish back on. I can hear whistling.
A pair of animal eyes look at him from behind, but I think it might just be the light reflecting off his glasses back into the camera.
I think that's what it
but
is.
I could be wrong, because when they check around the same area the next day, his dog becomes agitated and seems not to want to proceed any further. Something is definitely up ahead. Maybe they are getting close on its trail. Not that its trail is especially hard to find when it leaves a path of giant bent trees in its wake. Could nature have done this? Probably not. It looks
trail
like
cameras.
something huge reached up and pulled it down.
That's a pretty big one.
And half a minute later, he finds this tree with a branch literally twisted off and set back in place. This doesn't look like a normal break to me because the tree looks rather healthy.
Do you think like normal nature broke that, or do you think Bigfoot broke it?
It's about 8 feet. And it's got a good twist to it.
Here's another perfectly healthy tree with green leaves, this time ripped in half by something strong, or maybe simply struck by lightning. Either way, that doesn't explain what animal is responsible for doing this.
You can see the bark, and you can actually see lines.
I would say it's too tall for deer, where they do their marking and territorial kind of with their antlers and stuff. So that's too high to be done.
Well, those are tooth marks. See all those little lines are tooth marks.
I'd say a beaver, but is there water around?
Know what it is, but I know that anything that shreds trees while screaming is too dangerous for me to be in the same forest as. And that's only what's been going on for the past couple months. There's over a year's worth of cryptid content to uncover, so I encourage you to watch Gary Reed Unfrequented World and see for yourself.
I'm gonna go check him out.
In the meantime, leave me your best guess as to what's doing this. Maybe we can crack one of the weirdest,
yeah, those, I think it's from his glasses,
modern unsolved mysteries in all of Ontario. Number 3. While exploring the Royal Arcade in Keighley in the UK, the YouTube team Staffordshire Paranormal Explorers encounters an abundance of paranormal activity. As they communicate with the spirits, they hear what sounds like a door moving.
We heard a dragging noise in here before, or possible footsteps shuffling.
What was that?
They hear unexplained taps and knocks.
Got 2 knocks?
Yeah. It was like dun dun.
As they continue throughout the place, a disembodied whistle or whisper is heard.
Okay, spirits, we know you're here with us now.
And not long after, 2 thuds are heard.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Later, a distinct whistle sounds.
Heard a whistle.
Heard that
In
one.
my opinion, this place is creepy enough without all the whispers and whistles, but the paranormal activity really puts it over the edge. Number 2. A man in Indonesia goes exploring the most haunted places of his home country to unlock supernatural myths of a different official nature, hence the channel's name. Out here, the ghost world has formed communities deep in the rainforest. He knows this place well and senses one near.
Oh, it's one of those things. It's the, what the flip is it called? It's like Philippines?
Standing before him is an eerie apparition that gives me anxiety, like something has gone wrong. The paranormal exploration does not end with him running away. He has become strangely at ease around them, less terrified over time, or maybe okay with them all along.
Nope.
After a little more exploring, our adventurer finds a second spirit and does not come as near. He might be afraid, but I think he's simply respecting their space. I did some research and this creepy video looks like a possibly real ghost sighting of a Pocong spirit, seen mostly in Indonesia and Malaysia. It's said that the spirit's appearance under the shroud
Indonesian. Okay, I keep messing it up.
Depends on the current state of their physical body. In other words, if he were to look underneath, he would see how rotten they were, but he dares not do such a thing. These are his ancestors, and he might have wanted to show us that there are ghost videos on the internet if you know where to look, and that a ghost haunting the woods doesn't automatically
I'm trying to see if it's like
the woods doesn't
Like it's covered its face.
Doesn't automatically mean it's one of the scariest places in the world. It's a really good point, but this scary video's got me freaked out nonetheless. The line between reality and nightmare blurs here. Watch closely if you dare.
I'd rather not.
What's interesting about this image is the creature it showcases. What we're seeing here is nothing short of terrifying. This image is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. I came across it on a popular YouTube channel that creates content in this language, and I wanted to share it with you.
What do you
it's
think
a great
that is?
example of how unique elements of horror can be found all around the world, each with its own twist.
I'd rather not.
So, what do you think it is? And more importantly, do you think it's real or just a clever effect? Let me know down in the comments.
I don't want to.
I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious
and I make them every day
about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Urban explorers Stacy and Cliff are exploring the abandoned Bryce Hospital, an Alabama asylum that is haunted as can be. Little do they know a shadow person is following them all the while and can be seen caught on video multiple
I see a stick figure.
times. When they first enter the building, a paranormal presence compels Stacy to not only look to her left, but to call out as well.
Hello?
A partially hidden shadow figure stands in the doorway. As soon as she says hello, the screen blurs like movement is near. She feels the need to look again, but this time the mysterious shadow figure is gone. On a different floor, they see a strange passing shadow move across the doorway. Though this bizarre movement could simply be a trick of the light and not necessarily paranormal. With that said, a few minutes later is when they see the shadow figure one final time. A ghost in the doorway watching them without a word, and as Stacy turns around, the shadowy figure smooths out and mysteriously disappears. They finish exploring the hospital without another mysterious figure sighting.
So, with that being said, this video wasn't like in your face, like scary, terrifying, but it was enough to get you feeling the creeps, enough to feel the chills, but enough for those people that might not like intense power of scariness. So, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Let me know if you thought they were too scary, not enough. That's what the comments are for. And then hit the like button for my reaction. We'll see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.